All right, we are live. Hello, welcome everyone. Hope you're having a great start to your week. Today's gentle practice will mostly be based in the water elements and earth elements. I know with a couple of rainy days, I know that I like to take this time to really just go inward and just focus on gentle movements, really finding the subtle changes in the body when you're moving through these gentle movements. Really paying attention to where you're holding tension or you're just not moving as freely as you would want to, and breathing into those specific areas. So without further delay, let's begin. Starting off in Shavasana, laying flat on your back, legs extended long, arms to your sides and palms to the sky. Coming into a place of stillness. Taking whatever final adjustments you need. Letting the eyes gently close. Begin your practice with a deep breath in through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. Allowing the breath to return to a calm, natural breath deep into the belly. Breathing it with ease, in and out of the nose. Letting go of tension with the exhale. Trying to stay in the present moment, focusing on the breath and the body. Draw awareness to where tension slowly crawls back into the body. Maybe noticing how the tension creeps back into the body by observing your thoughts. What are the thoughts causing you to tense up? Take a deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out of the mouth. Return the breath to normal and invite small movements to the body. Moving into the hands and feet, wrists and ankles. Rolling into the elbows, bending the knees, feet flat to the floor, and gently rock the knees from side to side. Gently rock the head from side to side. Pull your knees into the chest. Holding the knees, create small circles with the knees clockwise and counterclockwise. Making sure that everything from the belly button down is fully relaxed and it's the hands and arms controlling the legs. Make sure to roll in both directions. Extend the left leg long, flat to the ground. Interlace the fingers around the right knee or behind your thigh and pull the knee across the body towards the opposite shoulder. Slowly coming back to center. Right hand reaches to the inside of the leg, whether you're holding the shin or the thigh. Let the knee drop open, opening the hip. Slowly extending the right leg long, flat to the ground. Draw the left knee in. Interlace the fingers around the knee or behind the thigh and pull the knee to the right shoulder across the body. Inhale to center. Left hand reaches to the inside of the leg, whether you're holding the thigh or the shin. Let the knee drop open to the left, opening the hip. Slowly extend the left leg long. Reach your arms overhead, stretching through the full body, reaching your hands and feet away from one another. Lower the arms, bend the knees, feet flat to the ground, and gently walk the knees from side to side. Moving into the lower spine. Variation of bridge pose. Deep breath in. On your exhale, press your feet, lift the hips, rolling the spine to the bottom of the rib cage. Inhale, slowly rolls the spine back down, letting the hips rest on the floor. Exhale, press your feet, roll the spine up. Don't let the rib cage leave the ground.
Inhale, lowers back down. Really engaging through the glutes. Try to squeeze the glutes together. Really trying to get the Muladhara Bandha engaged, which is at the root of the spine, but drawing up through the root. Inhale to slowly come back down, moving into full bridge. Keeping the spine nice and straight. Exhale, press your feet, lifting the hips high, trying to lift all the way up to the shoulder. Inhale, lowers back down. Inhale to lower the hips. Draw the knees back into the chest. Hold the knees and gently rock from side to side. Let your knees roll to one side and press yourself up into a seated position. Legs extended long or crossing the legs, whatever allows you to keep a nice tall spine. Inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Arms and legs relaxed. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Flowing from side to side. Inhale to center. Exhale to twist. Try not to lead with the shoulder or pressing into the legs. You want the twist to be engaged through the core. Try not to turn your neck. Try to keep the nose pointing out in the same direction as the hands, in line with the fingers. Inhale to center, hands to knees. Flowing into Sufi grind, leading with the belly button. Inhale, create the front half of the circle. Exhale, completes the back half of the circle. Trying to create big circles with the belly button. Trying to keep the head and shoulders in place. Slowly coming to center. Reverse the flow, creating circles in the opposite direction. Keep the inhale through the front, exhale through the back. Trying to get this movement as fluid as possible. You may find sensitivity or the body hiccups. This is tightness in the body. Slowly coming to center. Inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, lowers the left hand to the ground. Inhale, reach through the right arm. Exhale for depth, reaching over the body. Maybe bending the left elbow. Try to keep the hips and legs relaxed. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, lowers the right hand. Inhale, reach through the left. Exhale for depth, maybe bending the right elbow. I'm trying to let the depth happen by relaxing the left side body. If your left hip is off the ground, you're in too deep. Try to press the right hand to the floor, relax the hip, or come up a bit. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands to knees, flowing back into Sufi grind. Inhale, create the front half of the circle. Exhale, completes the back half of the circle. Try to notice if there's any difference, if the movement is smoother. Slowly coming to center and reverse the flow. Create circles in the opposite direction. And slowly coming to center. Make your way to your hands and knees, setting up into a tabletop. Palms directly underneath the shoulders. Fingers are spread wide, index finger pointing straight out to the front. The other fingers fan out from the index finger. Knees are directly underneath the hips. Flowing through cat-cow. Inhale, roll the hips, let the belly sink as you lift the tailbone. Put pressure into the hands to open the heart and look up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, head sinks between the arms. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Trying to create a wave climbing up the spine. Head is always last to move. The next time the spine rounds out, that'll be the last time. Using an inhale to return to a neutral spine. Flowing into bird dog. On the inhale, reach the right hand out. If it's available, extend the left leg back, reaching to fingertips and heel. Exhale, lowers everything back down, alternating from side to side. Inhale, reaches opposite limbs away from one another. Exhale, lowers. Try to keep as much weight as you can in your hands. Don't shift your weight into a knee. This doesn't feel right for the hips, leave the legs aspect out of it. If this doesn't feel right for the shoulders, leave your hands on the ground. Slowly coming back down. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Exhale, let your hands or your shoulders drift over top of your hands, straightening the hip into a modified plank pose. Inhale to prep, flip the toes underneath your feet. Exhale, press into your thumb and pointer finger. Send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Try to find length from wrist to hip. You can soften the knees and relax the ankles, only straightening the knees as much as you can without rounding the spine. You want to keep the spine straight. On your exhale, walk your feet into the hands. Forward fold. Try to keep the head low. Let the torso hang. Head is heavy. Shift your weight into your toes. Releasing the neck, maybe shaking the head, nodding yes, creating circles, whatever feels right for your neck. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the legs, flatten the spine, supporting on the legs, preferably below the knee on the shin. Roll through the hips, lifting the tailbone and reach your ears to the front. Trying to find length through the back of the leg and through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Give a slight bend to the knees. Inhale, ragdoll yourself up, rolling the spine into a standing posture. Reach your hands high, interlace the fingers. Exhale to open through the front body, taking a back bend. Inhale, reach the hands and head away from the hips. Exhale for depth. Be more concerned with the hands up. Exhale, fold. Hinge in the hip. Weight even through your legs. Bend the knees as much as you need to protect the lower back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Ground your palms. Bending the knees as much as you need to get your hands to the floor and step your feet back. If being on your toes is too challenging, dropping to the knees. Plank or modified plank pose. Exhale, lowers the chest to the ground. Squeezing the elbows into the ribs. Shoulders stay away from the ears. Inhale, press the hands, lift the head and chest. If there's pinching the lower back, you're lifting too high. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, press the hands, lift the table through plank if you can. Exhale the hips back into a child's pose. Only taking one breath here. Inhale, lift the table and into plank, whichever variation, knees up or down. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, press the hands, lift the head and chest. Exhale, back down. Inhale through plank and table. Exhale the hips back, child's pose. No breath in between. Inhale to lift. All the way to plank. Exhale lowers you down. Inhale, press the hands, lift the head and chest. Exhale, back down. Inhale to table. Exhale the hips back, child's pose. One more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lowers down. Inhale, press the hands, lift the head and chest. Exhale, back down. Inhale to table. Exhale, child's pose. Taking a few breaths here. Having the knees bent this deeply is not appropriate for you. Keep your hip over the knee and drop down to the elbows for puppy pose. Slow, calm, deep breath deep into the belly. Opening the knees if the breath or belly feels restricted or compressed. If you need more time in child's pose, take the time you need. If you're ready, inhale lifts you up into your tabletop. Step the right foot in between your hands. Ground the left palm. Inhale reaches right hand high. Hands reaching away from one another. Making sure the right hand is reaching away from the shoulder. You're not pulling the arm back. Exhale lowers the right hand to the inside of the foot. Inhale reaches left hand high. Don't stress out the shoulder. Reach your hand away from the shoulder. Exhale, lowers the hand. Flip the back toe. Lift the knee. If you need to, supporting on the knee, inhale, floats both hands high. Crescent lunge. Exhale, lower the hands back down. Maybe supporting it on the knee if you need to. Frame the foot, step the foot back. Maybe dropping to the knees, exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, press the hands, lift the head and chest. Cobra, or maybe moving into up dog, lifting hips and knees off the ground. Taking a few breaths here. Find length through the spine. Exhale, lowers you back down. Inhale, lift into table. Step the right foot or the left foot in between the hands. Ground the right palm. Inhale, reaches the left hand high. You're not reaching for the ceiling. You're reaching away from the shoulder. The only reason the hand is reaching up towards the ceiling is because the torso has twisted that far. If you have twisting issues, your hand may be reaching off to the side. Don't stress out the shoulder. Exhale, lowers the left hand to the inside of the foot. Inhale, reaches right hand high. Exhale, lowers the hand. Flip the back toe. Lift the knee. Inhale, reach your hands high, maybe supporting on the knee if you need to. Crescent lunge. Try to keep that back leg fully engaged. Exhale, lowers the hands back down. Maybe supporting on the knee if you need to. Frame the foot. Step the foot back. Maybe dropping to the knees. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, press the hands, lift the head and chest. Cobra or up dog, taking a few breaths. If you're in up dog, extremely important to have the pelvic floor lifted, engaging up, pulling up through. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale to table. Flip the toes. Exhale the hips up and back. Down dog. On your exhale, walk your feet to the outside of the hands. Semi-wide leg forward fold. Let the torso hang. Cross the arms in front of your face. Allow the torso to sway from side to side, using the torso like a pendulum. Making sure that the movement is generated through the feet and legs. If you want to open through the chest and shoulders, reach your hands behind your back. Either placing your hands on your hips and trying to draw the elbows together,
or preferably interlacing the fingers and pressing the palms together as you straighten the elbows, letting the hands drape over the body. Slowly coming to center, release the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the legs, flatten the spine. On your exhale, sink your hips in between your feet, trying to keep the heels grounded for low squat. Maybe sitting on the block if you need to. Trying to place the elbows to the inside of the knees and draw your hands to your heart, reaching through the crown of the head. Nice tall spine. If it's appropriate for your hips and knees, maybe swaying from side to side. If you can't keep your heels on the ground, you're on the ball of the foot. Ground your hands, bend the elbow, and lean your weight into the back of the arm, relaxing through the hips. If you have really open hips and you want to go further, fingertips together, thumbs to your heart. Exhale, slowly coming back down, ground your hands. Step your feet back into plank. Exhale the hips up and back down dog. Allow the hips to sway from side to side, maybe creating figure eights. Pedaling out the heels. Drop down to the knees. Make your way into a seated position. Knees bent. Draw the knees and feet together and support underneath the knees. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, moving into boat pose. On your exhale, roll the shoulders back, opening the chest. Let the weight of the torso hover your feet off the ground. Maybe taking it further by lifting the shins parallel to the floor or straightening the knees. Whatever is most appropriate for you. You want to be able to keep a nice tall spine. If you want to take it further, extending the arms with whichever leg variation you have. If the legs just don't want to hover off the ground, concentrate on keeping the tall spine. Inhale lifts one foot, exhale lowers it back down, and alternate from foot to foot until you can get both feet to hover off the floor. Exhale slowly lowers everything down, feet flat to the floor. Place your hands behind you, working into the back body because you can't have a strong core without a strong back body. Take a deep breath in, open the shoulders and chest. On your exhale, press into your hands and feet, lift the hips into reverse table. This can be a little bit challenging for the shoulder or wrist. If that's the issue you're facing, drop down to the elbow or drop back down to bridge with the shoulders on the ground. If you want to take it further, you would extend the legs into reverse plank. Choosing whichever variation is most appropriate for you today. Exhale, slowly lower the hips to the floor. Feet flat to the ground. Gently rock the knees from side to side. Coming to center, extend the legs long. Lengthen through the spine, draw in the toes. Exhale to tuck the chin and lean the body forward. Once you're as far forward as you can get, round the spine, trying to draw the forehead to the knees or belly button for caterpillar pose. Try to release everything from the neck all the way down through the shoulders and lower back. If you're fully relaxed through the spine and you don't feel much of a stretch, you're ready to lift the arms, adding gravity into the shoulders. If you still don't feel anything, you're ready to interlace the fingers and slowly drape the hands, slowly releasing the weight of the arms to the head. Keep drawing your toes in towards your head. Inhale, unravel the spine. Exhale to roll to your back, moving nice and slow, full control. Maybe you need to support underneath the leg. Maybe you can float the hands or float the hands and feet. Full control all the way down. Once fully laying down, bend the knees, feet flat to the ground. Moving into figure four, drape the right ankle over top of the left knee. Maybe pressing the right hand to the right thigh. Maybe drawing the left foot in closer and lifting the heel. This may be the angle the hips need today. If you want to go into a different variation, reaching your hands behind the left thigh, pulling the knee in tight. You can even reach to the front of the shin. As long as the spine is relaxed, not digging into the ground. You can even pull the right heel down towards the left hip. Slow, calm, deep breath, letting go of tension on the exhale. Maybe even directing your breath to where you found tension in the body. Slowly and gently releasing the legs. Uncross the ankle. Moving to the opposite side. Left ankle over top of the right knee. Maybe pressing the left hand to the left thigh. Drawing the right foot in closer and lifting the heel. Or maybe reaching both hands behind the right thigh. Interlacing the fingers, pulling the knee in tight. Or even to the front of the shin. Option of pulling the left heel down towards the right hip is there. Slowly coming out, release the leg. Keep the ankle crossed. On your exhale, let the legs Roll to the right, falling into a variation of a twist. If this is too deep, maybe using a block underneath the left foot. If you don't have a block, making a fist and supporting the right thigh. If you can let the leg relax all the way down, great. If you don't feel anything, you can use the right hand to pull the left knee down or push the left knee open, depending on how you hold tension in your hips. Maybe just letting the knee hover is what the body needs. Inhale, slowly come back up the center. Uncross the leg, moving to the opposite side. Drape the right ankle over top of the left knee. Exhale, let the legs roll to the left. Using a block or your fist if you need to. Maybe using the left hand to pull the knee down or push the knee open. Inhale to slowly come back up the center. Pausing at center. Gently rock the knees from side to side. Moving into a variation of hero's pose. Open your feet as wide as the mat. On your exhale, let the right knee drop to the left side of the mat. If you don't feel much through the outside of the right leg, you can place the left foot over top of the right knee, pushing the knee down, getting deeper into the outside of the right leg. If you want to go even deeper, reach down for the right ankle, pull the foot up. This can be extremely intense, so be mindful of your depth. Slowly coming out. If the ankle is crossed, removing it, and place the right foot flat to the ground. Opening your feet as wide as the mat, moving to the left side. Let the left knee sink to the right side of the mat. Maybe draping the right ankle over top of the left knee, pushing the leg down. Maybe using a block or a fist to control your depth. Or if you want to go deeper, left hand reaches to the left foot, pulling it up next to the hip, trying to set the top of the foot flat to the floor and letting the knee sink to the ground. This is very, very deep, so be mindful. If the ankle is crossed, gently uncrossing it. Slowly draw the leg back to center. Rock the knees from side to side. Draw your knees into the chest. Reach your hands in between the knees, grabbing the shin. Allow the legs to drop open like a book and gently rock from side to side. Maybe sliding the hands to the ankles or moving into happy baby. Opening the soles of the feet to the sky, letting the knees sink towards the armpits. You can keep holding your ankles or maybe holding the outside blade of the foot. There's even the option of holding the big toe with your peace fingers. You want the spine to be relaxed, flat to the ground. Relaxing through hips and knees. Slowly and gently releasing the legs. Taking whatever final adjustments you need. Prep yourself for your final resting pose, whether it's Shavasana, seated meditation, legs up the wall, or any other posture that's calling your name. Finding yourself into a place of stillness with the eyes gently closed.
And once settled, eyes gently closed. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Let go of thoughts of past and future. Pull yourself into the present moment. Awareness of body and breath. Quality of thought and emotion. Slowly deepen the inhale. Lengthen the exhale. Using the breath to cleanse and heal the body. Sending the breath in the form of golden light to where the body needs it most. Whether it's in the mind to calm your thoughts, into the heart to soothe emotion, or into the physical body to relieve stress, tension, or physical pain. Use your breath to nurture. Use your breath to heal. Take a deep breath in through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. Invite small movements to the body, wiggling fingers and toes, rolling into wrists and ankles. Gently rocking the head from side to side, inviting whatever movement feels appropriate to awaken your body. Maybe stretching your hands and feet away from one another. Maybe placing your feet flat to the floor, rocking the knees from side to side, or pulling the knees into the chest to create small circles. Slowly and gently, letting the knees roll to one side when the body's ready, and making your way into a comfortable seated position. Taking these final moments for a practice of gratitude, staying here for as long as you need, as this video will end very shortly. Taking these moments to find just one thing to be grateful for, no matter how big or small. And from my heart to yours, from my home to yours, namaste. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, hands to heart. With love and light, namaste.